describing the Nes of Chanukah, the Rambam writes in the beginning of Hilchos Chanukah that at the end of the story, after the Chashmonaim were victorious over the Yevanim, the Rambam writes that Chazra Malchus Yisrael Yester al 200 Shana ad HaChurban Hasheni. The Am Yisrael was able to restore the Malchus Yisrael, was able to restore a Jewish kingdom for over 200 years. The question is, why is that so central to the story of the miracle of Chanukah? We won the war, there was a Nes of the Pach Hashem, and why is it so critical to know that we had a Malchus Yisrael, we had a Jewish kingdom, and a Jewish land, and a Jewish state, a Jewish government for more than 200 years? The answer perhaps is as follows. In the battle between the Greeks and the Jews, we know the Greeks brought enlightenment into the world. They brought culture, they brought philosophy, they brought architecture, things that even Ad Hayom Hazeh, till this very, very day, people from out the world travel to Greece to see, to experience things that we learn in school, things that we study. Was a tremendous, tremendous cultural advancement in times of the Greeks. All that enlightenment, though, is described by Chazal by a fascinating term, Hechshichu Einehim Sheyisrael B'Gezeroteihem. The Greeks, the Yevanim, came along and they darkened the eyes of the Jews with all of the Gzerot, the decrees that they made. Why is that described as they darkened the eyes of the Jews? Because of all of the advancements that the Greeks had made in philosophy, in architecture, in culture, with everything they brought to the table. But the bottom line was that it was all superficial, devoid of an inner meaning, devoid of the light of the Or, the light of the Torah, and the light of the Halacha. Something physical, something external, without its inner spiritual meaning. What the Rambam is telling us is as follows. At the victory of the Chashmonaim over the Yevanim, what happened was, it wasn't just a military victory, and it wasn't just the Nes of the Pach Hashem, but Chazra Malchus of Yisrael. The Jews were able to establish a kingdom, we were able to establish a government, a functioning state from A to Z, with everything in the world that was needed to make a state functioning. But our state, our Malchus, was done through the prism of Torah, with the light of the Torah, in the light of the Halacha being its guiding force. And that, the Rambam says, is part and parcel of the miracle of Chanukah, to be able to take the world and enlighten it, to be able to bring the Or, the light, into that darkness of superficiality and externalism that's there in the outside world. For us today, here, Baruch Hashem in Eretz Yisrael, that's exactly what we're trying to do. A Jewish state functioning from A to Z. Everything in the world under the sun is going on here in our country, in our land. Our job as Torah Jews is to make sure it's being governed and run through the light of Torah with the prism of Halacha. And our celebration of Chanukah is meant to remind ourselves of that very message, to take the world but enlighten it, to bring Or, to bring spirituality, bring a Ruchnius light into everything that we do. Be'ezrat Hashem, we should all have a Chanukah Sameach.